Welcome to the Greener Gifting Gang podcast, the show that delves into the reasons we love to choose, wrap and share gifts with each other. Hi, I'm your host Eve Kale, founder of Eazywraps by Eve, and I'm on a mission to help you experience the joy of gift giving while also considering the planet. Each episode I'll be sharing ideas or interviewing guests who will help inspire your choice of gifts and how you present them. Whether that's for your own gifts or products you create or sell in your small business, will help you consider how to make small changes that can help your gifting be a little greener. Welcome back to the podcast, Sue. It is great to be back having a little chat. It's really exciting to now have met in person. So we obviously recorded a session back in October before we went to Home Life and You, and now we're doing a bit of a follow-up session, aren't we? So remind everybody listening who you are and where you come from.
Yes, Eve, it's great to be talking to you again, and it was really, really nice to meet up face to face because we're so used to doing things over Zoom and just getting this virtual person that we see and speak to. So yeah, it was great to actually meet you at the show. I am Sue, and I am the founder of Eazywraps gift wrapping fabric. I repurpose and take dead stock fabric to be remade into fabric gift wrapping so that it's reusable. The fabric that I take is fabric that's not going to be used for its original purpose, dead stock fabric. So anything that's been made by a manufacturer that's not going to be used by the client that it's been made for, small runs of things that aren't going to sell that people would just throw away. I take that and make it into something useful and reusable.
Fantastic. And obviously it was really great to meet in person, but the other thing is that I got to actually see and feel some of these wraps in real life and wrap with them. Because like you say, it's great being able to connect on screen and see things on screen, but there's nothing like, seeing things for real. And we got to do that Home Life and You. So yeah, it was a great opportunity to collaborate and just a really great weekend, wasn't it? So tell us about what you were doing there. Yeah.
That's the feedback that you get from the customers that you meet, because they look at your shop online and they can see all the different colours, but it doesn't bring it to life enough. Even if you video it, you can't get the true essence of the colours and the patterns and the shine online. It just doesn't happen. So I love meeting my customers face to face and showing them all the different fabrics, because I have so many different fabrics, colours, patterns, 2 different sizes, and showing people how to wrap and how simple it is to wrap. People were really, really surprised just how simple it is to wrap at the show. And that's what I love. I love people's faces when they go, I can't do that, I can't wrap that. And then they do it and they go, wow, that's really simple. No scissors, no tape, just tie the corners together.
Yeah.
Make something that's beautiful.
It's brilliant. I think you had your little stand at Home Life and You, and I was just amazed, firstly, at how many different types of fabric you had, different colours, like you say, different types, and then also you had a really great sort of sheet with all the different types of things that you could do, and obviously some examples of different ways that you could wrap with the fabric. And I was just couldn't believe quite how many different options there were, because the basics, I've learned the basics, and we did do some basic wrapping, didn't we? But there was just so much scope. So yeah, it was really lovely to see some of the home decor kind of things that you'd got on display, as well as the gift wrapping.
And that's the beauty of it, because the Home Life and You show obviously is primarily, it was cleaning and home life. That's what they promote, and that's what the businesses are there for. So for me, gift wrapping is one part of home, but actually enhancing your home with the fabric gift wrapping when you're not using it to gift a gift. Because I don't know if people know whether they've listened to the previous podcast that we recorded, but you actually get the fabric gift wrapping returned to you in a way, Japanese tradition of furoshiki, so that you can use it again to regift. thereby saving money and more fabrics and materials from going to waste. But whilst you're not using it to gift something, if you have an old plant pot that you've chipped, or you want a little bit of colour over the dark seasons that we have at the moment, long dark nights and grey days, then you can just add a splash of colour with a pillow, wrapping a pillow. It makes a really good pillow cover, cushion cover. Tissue box. Tissue box was one that really amazed people, because you get a tissue box that never suits your house.
Yeah.
I don't know many houses that have huge, bright purple or orange. Not normally anyway. So you can take whatever fabric colour, type of fabric you like, wrap a tissue box, and it just looks amazing. It looks so much nicer. And the other popular one was crackers, Christmas crackers.
Yes, this time of year.
Yeah, and I have the most amazing fabric for Christmas crackers, which is red silk with lattice work of golden thread running through it. So when you put that around the cracker, or around the roll that you use inside, either a kitchen roll or a toilet roll, depends how big you want it, and then you just tie the ends together, tie the ends separately at the end of the roll. You've made your Christmas cracker. And
perfect. Perfect. So many different uses, and I think that was always really nice. It was a really inspiring, inspiring stand to come across. And I mean, there were so many different stands, weren't there? But lots of them were focused on maybe the more mundane aspects of home life, like the cleaning and the household type stuff. So I think your stand really stood out, didn't it? Because it was something. Oh, what's all these pretty things, and yeah.
It was on the Instagram. You had lots of influencers coming around, and it's appeared on lots of posts on Instagram, because it had a good splash of colour. And for people who don't know, who haven't seen it, I took pieces of thread, pieces of twine, and hung them like washing lines along the stand, and pegged the fabric gift wrapping along, so people could see all the colours and all the different fabrics, and it just made for a very, very good visual.
Yes, it had it really did catch people's eye. So is it Eazywraps UK if people want to go and find you on Instagram?
On Instagram, it's Eazywraps UK, and the website is just eazywraps.co.uk.
Yeah, do go and have a look at all those videos on Sue's Instagram. Yeah, we met loads of people, didn't we? There were lots of influencers there. There were lots of interesting people. Tell us about some of the people that you met.
It was quite interesting, actually. Yes, as far as a lot of cleaning going on, and as you say, a lot of more of the mundane aspects of home and cleaning. The speakers that they had were really interesting. And one of them, for me personally, was Marie Kondo.
Yes, of course. And you had a prime position, because your stand was literally just right next to the stage where she was speaking. You had an amazing spot.
Yes, and that was actually the only time that my stand was quiet and I wasn't doing lots of wrapping demonstrations, because everybody wanted to listen to Marie speaking, because she's such an amazing woman. And I actually bought her new book, which she was there to promote. And with the book, when you bought the book, it was a signed copy, but you also got an opportunity to have a photograph with Marie. So I took along one of my favourite pieces of gift wrap, which was red, because in Asian countries, red is a sign of good luck and good fortune.
Yes.
And it was a silk piece, so I took it along. And I gifted it to her, and had a picture of me standing with my Eazywraps next to Marie Kondo and her book.
Amazing. What an amazing opportunity. And I expect one that you didn't think would actually happen. And there you were with this amazing photo of you together.
I've got a picture of Marie just standing on her with my Eazywraps. It was $1 million. It was $1 million priceless, actually.
Absolutely.
And a priceless experience for me.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, she was really like one of the highlights of the show, wasn't she? and people were really excited for her to be there too. But there were lots of people throughout the whole weekend talking about so many different topics to do with you know uh keeping your home, creating the home that you want, changing things in
Mental
your
health.
home, mental health related to how you
Yeah.
feel about your home, and organizing. Yeah, so many different aspects to it. And I think it was a really lovely event with a really nice community feel. I definitely felt that. And all the people that I met in the community hub where we were doing the demonstrations were just really, really friendly and really chatty. It was really such, such a different type of event. Some of these bigger events, and this was at Excel in London, wasn't it? Some of these bigger events can be so big that you don't feel like you get to chat with people, but this did feel quite different. And yeah.
Yes, everybody from start to finish, with having a stand and doing demonstrations as well. Everybody that I met was so helpful. They were always checking in on me to make sure that everything was good before, during, and after the show.
Yeah.
Um, the most genuine, lovely people that I would like to meet, and I did. And the other people on the stands were very, very welcoming, very helpful, and nice people to meet. Everybody used to go around and check out everybody's stands when they
Yes.
had time. Yeah, it's great to
Yeah. And for me, what was really unexpected was that I bumped into somebody I know from here in Chippenham. So she is a home organizer, and was there with the professional organizing uh body, I guess they're called.
yes.
And yeah, so she spotted that I was there and came over and chatted to me. And then she introduced me and you as well to somebody very exciting for both of us. We did not expect this. We thought, oh, we're going to meet lots of people, cleaning and organizing and things like that. But we met somebody who is also a professional gift wrapper.
We
So
did.
yeah. So that was really exciting moment, wasn't it?
Yes, yes, and it's nice to meet people who are very good at what they do.
Yes.
And when they find you out, when they seek out your business, or you in particular, it's a great honour, really, to then be able to do business with these people,
Yeah.
and to watch their journey, and to learn how they've got to where they have got to in
Yeah.
life. Yeah, so it's a great experience.
Yeah, so Simon's from Let's Get It Organised, I think, or Let's Get It Sorted. So he's a professional organizer, but he also does professional gift wrapping. So Let's Get It Wrapped. And I had a really great conversation with him because although I'm a gift wrapper, I don't do like a wrapping service, which is what he's focused on, and he's very busy at the moment doing lots of
A
wrapping
busy
for
time of year.
Christmas. With lots of big brands. It's very exciting. So we had a really good conversation about our different businesses, and then he came and spoke to you about how you might be able to work together too. So that was fantastic.
Yes, because it's nice. Corporations do need to become more sustainable
Yeah.
in the future. Whereas I was listening to a previous podcast where you were talking to Lorraine from Party Without Plastics,
Yes.
which is one of the places that I sell on her marketplace. She said small businesses, we have a lot more flexibility to be sustainable and to amend things very quickly if they're not sustainable.
Yes.
Whereas larger corporations, it takes them quite some time. And if they make any adjustments, it costs them a lot of money to make the adjustments. And a lot of the time, being sustainable, truly sustainable, is more expensive and more time consuming.
Mm.
Yeah, the more that get on board, the better the world will be.
Yeah, exactly. We can start chipping away at this a little bit at a time. And I think once some people see others doing it, it will definitely help them to come along with the vision of being a bit greener. So I think that's really exciting, and it's doesn't it just show you that you know, these small steps, and one conversation leads to another conversation, and before you know it, you're at Home Life and You meeting Marie Kondo.
I know. I launched the business a year ago, and I never would have thought that in a year's time from when I've launched, I would have been at the show with
Yeah.
Marie Kondo and meeting everybody that I have met. So for me, it was a great way to celebrate my first anniversary.
Yes. Oh, brilliant. I hadn't realized that those two things had coincided. That
Yes,
is absolutely amazing. Oh, I absolutely love that.
it's great
Brilliant.
celebrations.
So we're recording this now. We are in the last week of November. I think I can officially say that it is silly season. It is silly season. It's a bit crazy. Well, I'm really busy doing kind of workshops, demos, doing things online, packing up orders, doing all of the things, trying to prepare for my own Christmas. It's going very slowly, is the answer to that. And how's silly season going for you?
It is, yes, very silly. We start with Black Friday, obviously. Now,
Okay.
being a sustainable company, I don't do Black Friday. I do
Mhm.
Green Friday,
Yes.
which is the awareness campaign to make larger organizations primarily be a little bit more eco-conscious and
Okay.
change the way they sell and produce their products. So that will be, yeah, the first. It's the first of the crazies. Is coming up to Green Friday.
Yeah.
Then we will have Christmas. So obviously Christmas sales start in October,
Mm.
pretty much these days online. Some people actually shop in September for Christmas, as we know, but
Yeah.
sales start to pick up October. Yeah,
Yeah.
November, and by December, getting out lots of orders. I've actually sold out of a couple of my favourite fabrics, which
Yeah.
is great, but it's always sad to see them go.
So this is the thing about the type of fabric that you are using. So when it's gone, it's gone. So if you go to have a quick look at what Sue's got on offer and you see something you like, you need to move fast because you know it might not be there because she can't just restock it in the same way as other organizations can. So that's the beauty, isn't it, of what you're offering?
It is. Some of the fabrics that I have, I will have a larger quantity. So I will make up a smaller quantity. And because I use a factory in London, I can have smaller quantities made, which means I don't have to wait for them to come from overseas. I go and see the factory and we do quality control there as well. So some of the fabrics that I have, I can have some more made in the
Okay.
future. Okay, I keep some on the roll, but the majority of the fabrics, it's such a small roll. I make a small quantity. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yes, if you see it, you have to buy it.
Fantastic. So, if people are interested in trying out a wrap, ready for doing their Christmas wrapping, where can they come and find you?
Um, if you haven't had any experience of gift wrapping fabric before, then the best thing to do is to start watching the videos. So if you go to my Instagram, Eazywraps UK, then there are videos on there that will show you what it's like to wrap and how easy it is to wrap with fabric gift wrapping. I've got a Linktree shop on Instagram. So if you go to my homepage, go to the bio, you click on the link, it takes you to the shop. You can
Brilliant.
shop from there, or you can shop from my website, eazywraps.co.uk. Eazywraps is spelt with a Z, not an
Okay.
S. So
Yeah.
it's easy, Eazywraps, EAZYWRAPS. And my full range is on there. Any questions, people can always email me or DM me. I will help. But everything is online. You have all the infographics, as you mentioned before, on my stand. I have the infographics to show people just how many different ways there are of wrapping. So you don't have to be just tying two knots. You can be as elaborate as you like or as simple as you like.
Fantastic. Well, I am testament to the fact that I did some wrapping at Home Life and You with the wraps, and it's once you get the hang of it, it's really, really quick as well. So that is also a really good benefit of trying out fabric wraps for your Christmas wrapping this year. Even if you only try it out on a few gifts, it will give you a flavour for how easy it is. So definitely go and check out what Sue's got on offer. And yeah, do it quickly because Christmas is in 1 month today as we are recording. Can't believe it.
Yes. And I post out by Royal Mail. So I do 24-hour or 48-hour tracked delivery. So yes, there's time. Just get on the website and give it a go.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for chatting to me again, Sue. It's been brilliant to catch up, and I'm sure our paths are going to cross again. I've really enjoyed doing this collaboration together, and yeah, we're already thinking about next year now, aren't we? So
I know, yes, yeah. We will definitely do something together. We will have more collaborations in the future. It's been lovely to speak to you, and thank you for having me on your podcast.
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Sue.
Take care.
Thank you for listening to the Greener Gifting Gang podcast. For free resources, head to giftwrappedyeve.com/freebies and follow Eve on socials at giftwrappedyeve on Instagram and Facebook.